This is a leaking hatch. And this video is showing you step by step how I replace the sealing of the hatch and make it leak proof again. I am Christoph, skipper of the beautiful sailing vessel LIMA, a Contest 46S with a wing keel. For resealing the hatch, first of all you have to take out the hatch. In our contest we do have pretty cool hatches. They can be opened with directions to bow or to stern, depending on where the wind comes from. That is why you have to open up all 4 closures. Once it is open, you can put the entire hatch out and carry it to the place where the fun begins. You do not want to have all that dirt on the boat, so you better use something on land. I do it right next to the boat at the dock. You need to separate the glass from the frame. This is done by cutting out the old sealing. I use a cutter knife for making the first rough cuts. As you can see, it is not that easy, so you better do it with some power and a fresh blade. With a slot screwdriver you have a better grip and you get the old sealing out far better than just by hand or by knife. Once the sealing of the gap between the frame and the glass is mostly scratched out, you can turn the hatch. Carefully try to find the spot where the glass is moving and press it slowly out. Do not use a sharp or metal stick that can make scratches on the glass or even worse. Take the cutting knife again and continue with removing the old sealing. All rough stripes and pieces should be removed in this step. Yep, finally done. Take an electric drill with a wire brush attachment. I love using my Bosch blue drilling machine. This has proper power. Start now with brushing the frame and continue removing the old sealing. You will not get it fully done. Some remains will still be there. For the last step we will use a Dremel with also a wire brush attachment. Everything just smaller to reach the corners as well. Really everything from the former sealing must be removed. This is now the work with the Dremel. Remove now all that is remaining from the sealing. In between, test with your finger from time to time if you reached the metal of the frame. Looking good. Put the frame away. I just put it back to the boat where it belongs to. Next part is to clean up the glass itself. My glass is an acrylic glass. Start with the cutting knife again for the rough parts and continue with the Dremel. When you are done with the edges, there is an area of the surface that is also glued into the frame. This also needs to be prepared. That means that you have to remove all old sealing from there as well. To prevent hitting the glass by accident, just put some tape around. This also can be used for gluing in later, so make it properly and keep it. Remove the rest of the sealing with the Dremel. Now it is time to bring everything together again. It is very important to clean the surface of the areas that are being glued together. That means you have to clean the glass and the frame where necessary. I use glass cleaner. Prepare your working area with a trash bin. Then tape the frame to cover it from the sealing. Clean again and tape the glass to make sure it stays free from the sealing on the upper surface. I am used to mark the direction of the window pane to put it back in correctly. The new sealant is named Sikaflex 521 UV. Take care as there is a non-UV version as well. On a boat you always should consider using UV resistant materials. You can use Sikaflex 295 UV as well. Open the Sikaflex cartridge and put it into a cartridge gun. Take a good one. That helps to apply the sealant far better than these cheap cartridge guns. Apply the Sikaflex onto the frame. Better take more than less. The hatch must be sealed all around properly. I learned this the hard way. Take the glass, put it in and put some pressure, respectively weight, on the glass. Not too much, since the sealing may not be squeezed out completely, but as much as necessary to make sure that the glass edges are fully covered with the Sikaflex. To keep a bit of weight, put something on the glass. I use 3 5-liter containers. That's enough. Now fill the remaining gap between glass and frame. Make sure it is really fully filled with Sikaflex. Take a wooden spatula to remove the remains and at the same time to press the sealing properly into the gap. When you are done, get rid of the tapes. The sealing needs to be wet while removing the tape. Do that from outside and from inside. Let the sealant dry as described on the Sikaflex manual, and you have a brand new leak-proof hatch for your boat.